What's up, guys? Okay, so I finally got my internet working. Let me know how the picture quality is. Let me know how everything works. I got my internet hooked up finally, and it's running at a decent rate, so it should support the stream fine, but let me know if you guys see any problems with it. Okay, so Alright, so I do have a decent list. I have HTGM, COGT, JMEI, APOP is running. Nice. Wait, Nightbot deleted Dave Brown. Hold on, I gotta go edit Nightbot. Sorry, Dave. Give me 1 second, man. I'll get it to let you back in. I didn't ask Nightbot to put on anything like that. I don't know why it is. Alright, so I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. Let me see if I can get free Dave Brown really quick. I don't know why my manager deleted him. Alright, but yeah, guys, we got JMEI, HTGM, COGT. Sure, Juan, give me a second, man. I'll upload it in 1 minute. Give me 1 moment. Sorry, I have my I have my Nightbot making it so we have to. There you go, Dave. Your need, man. Sorry, bro. Yeah, I had to go ahead. I had it set to where it'll ban somebody if they use too much caps. And I have way too many people here that use caps all the time for me to really ban people like that. Alright, so I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. CNET. I'll check out CNET as well. HTGM is one I'm watching. It's pushing up. I'm going to be watching HTGM over $3.11. COGT. I don't really think it'll get up to 850, but I'm going to watch it for a possible washout all the way down to 450. Maybe down to this level right here at about 475. Watching JMEI over this 350 level. APOP, watching it over $13.94, but basically $14. Going to keep an eye on that one. Let's see, another one I'm watching is CMCM. Keep an eye on it over 14 is where I'm going to be watching that one. We have CLSN. Gonna have to remove some of these. Let me see. Removing some of these drawings. It's a little bit too much. So, but CLSN's gapping up some. And the rest aren't really gapping up too much. Good morning, Michael. Okay, so here's my watch list, guys. Adding it now. So the picture quality looks good. It should be. My internet's really fast right now. I'll explain it in a second. But yeah, it's pretty fast right now after doing a speed test. It should work fine. If it doesn't, there's a different issue that I have to look at. All right, and you said CNET. Oh yeah, I do like CNET. So I'll definitely add that one. I'll probably let this one take this one's spot. Alright, so there's my watch list in the chat, guys. So yeah, basically my house was built in like 1995. Here in Texas, so it's a little bit, it's not an old house, but it's not a new house, and so the internet guy said the wiring was old inside my house, and so we hooked it up directly to the main line outside and just kind of skipped going into the house, and it worked fine. It was fast and everything like that, and so I got a guy coming out here at 11 a.m. today. But until then, I went out and bought a really long coax cable and ran it through my window so I can run my cable modem and bring it inside through my window, since I have it hooked up directly to the outside drop line. And so, but yeah, it works, you know. Got a really long coax cable running it inside, but hey, whatever works. CCIH. HMNY, SREX, REXX. REXX doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's gapping down some, but we'll see if it holds support at 2. It's right around there. RENN. Same thing with RENN. It's technically gapping down some. I mean, it's gapping down over $1, but still could run. We'll see. Wait, I missed one. Hold on. I just put DMP. That's not right. Let me check. Might have been ADMP is what I was saying, but I don't think ADMP looks great either. MLP, AST. ZUMZ maybe for a little bit more expensive stock. Good morning, Michael. What's up, man? Alright guys, so yeah, I'm going to be watching. I mean, if we'll see what COGT does. I'll look up to see if it has any type of news release. CNET looks like it's bound to be a news release. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to tell you, I lost probably $100 on my TradeNet account in the last few days, partly because my internet, partly because of just frustration and over trading. So it's been a frustrating last 2 days when I wasn't on stream, and I actually think the stream helps me a little bit when I'm trading. You can see my account's down to 13,752, so that's frustrating. It's just been a frustrating few days. You said FT. Yeah, FT, really big push. Looks nice. Most likely a news release coming out. I know I can trade HTGM, CNET. No. FT. Yes. Okay, good. APOP. No. COGT. No. ZUMZ. Yep. Can trade that one. CMCM. Yes. CLSN. Yes. Okay. ADMP. So I've got a few. Yep. I can trade that one. JMEI. Okay. So I can trade the majority of stocks. I can't trade. I don't think it's C. I think it's CNET. Yeah. I can't trade CNET. And unfortunately, I can't trade FTFT. Oh no, I can trade FTFT. Nice. Maybe it was APOP was the one I can't trade. The rest I can trade. I can trade HTGM, FTFT, COGT, CMCM, CLSN, ZUMZ, JMEI, and ADMP I think as well. Good morning, Ali. What's up, guys? But yeah, guys, I apologize about not having the stream the last few days. I've had to use my mobile hotspot for everything that I need at the internet. Like if I'm watching movies by streaming them, I gotta put it on my mobile hotspot. You know, it's just tough. But yeah, we've got some decent movers. I'm going to be watching FTFD for a potential short. Let me look up the news to see what the news story on this one is. It's good to be back, though. I see a lot of other people started streaming since I'm gone, but it's good to be back. I think the stream actually helps with my discipline. You know, because I went from having 7 green days in a row on stream so you could see me do it and then take a $100 loss in 2 days. And so, frustrating for sure. I took the first loss on NETE. I think it was Monday. I got in short here. Never cashed out like I should have. And this pop right here got me out of it. And then the rest was on, what was it? What was yesterday? Yesterday was, I believe, TEUM. And I got in looking for the break of the low of the day. And at one point I was up $10, but I just didn't take it. I got a little greedy with it. Same thing. And then it pushed all the way up here, stopped me out. So, frustrating. So there's a drop on APOP. Big drop on FTFT. Pushed up really nicely, but then it dropped significantly. So we'll see if it can bounce back. I appreciate it, Dave. Yeah, FTFT, that's a tiny float, man. So that thing's gonna, it's gonna move one way or another. Part of the reason I took a big loss is because I got in NETE, and I need to I need to remind myself with both of these, with APOP and FTFT. But I got in NETE with 50 shares, and this thing was moving, you know, $2 at a time, and so that's what ultimately got me. Nah, bro, I can't do that, Dave. But yeah, we got a few decent movers. Yesterday there wasn't that many big runners, and so hopefully we'll get a few more today. Alright, so I'm trying to look up this FTFT news to see what the news release on this was. We'll see if it can bounce back, but I like it for a short. It may jump up at the open, try to test 650, and then possible drop. I'm looking for a gap fill short on it, depending on what the news story is, all the way down to this 5 level. Kind of the same plan with APOP. But I don't think I can short APOP, unfortunately. Alright, so a few news release. Alright, so yeah, FTFT announced a 5% stake in a blockchain technology company. So more blockchain news, more crypto news. Let's see if it has anything else. Yeah, the company it received equity in was Nova Realm. So more blockchain news, making a stock run like that, which is interesting. Let's see about APOP. Alright, so APOP was decent, like very good clinical results. My assumption it's a bio company, and so good results on APOP, so another decent catalyst. We'll see what these two do. Lately, the biggest runners have been the blockchain news, and so I'm going to be watching FTFT. I mean, it could pop right back up, but we'll see. Let's see if there's a reason HTGM is moving like this. NXTD. Yeah, man. I got Nightbot over there working, bro. NXTD. Okay, I didn't see this one. This one looks decent. Small gap. Let's see what the regular gap looks like. Not too out of the ordinary with this one, although it did break almost up to that previous day's high. So yeah, I'm going to watch it over 4. NXTD to see if it runs a little bit there, but got to get my trade ideas out. Let me get that out. But yeah, we've got some decent gappers this morning. It's good to be back streaming. I actually think streaming helps my profit and loss. I think I'm a little bit more disciplined when I'm streaming compared to when nobody's watching me, and so that could also kind of explain that $100 loss I took in the last yesterday and today. I mean, another thing, my internet went out on me when I was in the middle of a trade on Monday, which was my biggest loss, and so internet didn't help. APHB. APHB is interesting as well. It's gapping up some. I'll keep an eye on this one too. I doubt it's tradable on TradeNet. No. XRP. Nothing showing up for XRP, Dave. Did you mean something else? Alright, so yeah, we got APHB is another runner, as you can see on the top left chart. SKLN is running up some. You can see SKLN. Small gap up from 97.5 cents. USAU. Not that much volume. Not my favorite one. FRO. FRO small gap. WPCS. Small gap. Not really anything of note. PSDV. Small gap. TEUM. TEUM's gapping up some more. It's an interesting. I see this one eventually broke under that $3 level, but came right back up. So AMD. AMD looks interesting. It's been I don't know. This one's kind of had some big swings. A little scary. MBOT, Dave, you made some money on? Yeah, that one ran up some. Alright, so watching FTFT here. Interesting levels under this 584 previous low. Let's see, I've traded this one some in the past. Alright guys, so we got APOP, FTFT. Make sure the stream's still going good. Yep. Alright. My upload speed's really low, that's weird. Alright, so we got APOP, CNET, FTFT for interesting ones. HTGM. We've got a few decent movers. Let me know if you guys see anything else. I'll keep checking. See if we got any new pre-market runners. Not really. Everything's basically still the same. CCXI is one that's showing. It's gapping up, I mean, a significant amount, but it's just not moving quite like I want it to. COGT, like I said before. Finding some support at 6. Gonna watch it for a potential short under 6. COGT. COGT is not tradable on TradeNet. That's a bummer. He said MARK. I know that one is. Yeah, MARK looks decent. Significant gap up. MARK up to 1140. AUY. AUY is moving okay. It's not my favorite. ASK. KGC, ENDP. ENDP looks interesting. Alright, so I'm going to keep an eye on COGT, APOP, FTFT. These are my two favorite ones right here, is FTFT and APOP. They have decent catalysts, so we'll see what they do. CNET. Alright guys, we got 9 minutes left. VERU, SNGX. No, not really. CLSN is an interesting one I'm going to keep an eye on, and I think I can trade this one. Yeah, I can trade CLSN, so we'll see how that one goes. Got CNET, FTFT, APOP, MARK. Alright, so we got some interesting one. Good morning, HS. What's up, man? What's up, Juan? I'm falling asleep, bro. APOP has decent volume. I mean, it got up to 50,000 in pre-market. I mean, that's pretty decent. That's a lot of volume for pre-market. Most stocks, you can see FTFT had great volume as well. It only got up to 32,000. So APOP probably had the best volume I see. CLSN has good volume as well, though. It has consistently good volume. What's up, bro? TOPS gapping up some. Cheap penny stock under 50 cents TOPS. That's about it, man. That's about all the runners. EVEP for a cheaper stock. Or a little cheap stock. I kind of like EVEP. I'll probably put it on my other monitor. EVEP looks decent. Cheap stock, but I like the gap. EVEP is tradable as well. See, I had somebody, I know somebody mentioned in the comments section of one of my videos that TradeNet doesn't allow you to trade penny stocks. You can see EVEP here. This is a 78-cent stock, and it's tradable on TradeNet. And so there's a decent amount that's tradable. CLSN is tradable. I think FTFT is as well. Yep. APOP I don't think is. But it's in 1240, so you wouldn't really consider that a penny stock either. HTGM's another penny stock, tradable as well. So we have a few decent tradable penny stocks on TradeNet. Good morning, Grant. What's up, man? Yeah, what's up, guys? I missed my stream, man. I'm finally back. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, let's check out the news then on some of these. I know APOP had good bio results. FTFT received a 5% stake in a blockchain company, I believe was the news on that one. So blockchain crypto news on FTFT. CNET announced a partnership. Let's see about CLSN. All right, so CLSN announced the FDA clearance of the Ovation 2 study, so good news on that one as well. So yeah, a lot of these have decent news. But yeah, guys, like I said, I took 2 big losses the last few days. I think streaming helps me. I think it helps me stay disciplined and be more selective since I know I have a bunch of people watching me. When I trade by myself, I think I overtrade a little bit, so I think the stream helps me. But yeah, I'm watching CLSN here. This one looks interesting to me. All right, guys, we got 4 minutes until the market opens. Good luck, everyone. I hope everyone has a good day trading. FTFT looks very similar to CLSN, although it's different. This is a bio company, and this is a blockchain crypto catalyst that made this big move. And so they're different things. We'll see if they follow each other, but completely different sectors. I don't think I can trade COGT. That's the one I really want to short now. Not tradable. What's up, Kevin? Good morning, man. HS. Yeah, I never really got into using emojis. My wife does, my daughter does, but I never got into it. Okay, look at this drop on CNET. So it looks like it may have been a good short, Kevin. We'll see if it continues down. And I can't trade this one. That's a bummer, man. All right, guys. Good to be back streaming. The picture quality looked good. I got my internet fixed. Kind of fixed. I got the guy coming in today, so hopefully my cable modem will be inside. But yeah, I just ran it directly. I ran an Ethernet cord directly to my computer now, so it should be really good speed. I tested it. It's I'm running at about 150 megabytes per second, so it's pretty decent speed. CNET dropped all the way down to the 280s. Interesting. All right, guys. Here's some. Never mind. We got less than a minute left. What's up, Black Monday? Happy New Year, man. Good morning, Marwan. What's up, man? Thanks for that video, bro. It means a lot, man. I appreciate the support, Marwan. But yeah, guys, market's opening up in 30 seconds. It's good to be back. Good, good. All right, guys. We got a few seconds left. Good luck. All right, so I'm watching CNET, HTGM. We'll see what APOP does here. CNET. All right, so CLSN is dropping. FTFT bouncing as well. All right, so I'm in FTFT with 30 shares. Small position. Had a little washout long setup. We'll see if it continues up. It's more blockchain news. So I probably should have used a little bit bigger sizing, but hey, we'll see what it does here. Up to 229. 640. 649. See if we can get over 650. There we go, 650. Back down to 638. Big drop. Down to 619. Back up to 630. May have gotten a little bit greedy with it. 638, 632. We'll see if it has a little 1 minute pullback here and it keeps going up. 644, nice. 625. A lot of volume on it. APOP jumped up a little bit, back up to 640 on FTFT. Let's see if it continues up here. It breaks that 650 level. That's ultimately the zone I'm looking for with this one. Got up to 647. Nice. 660. Oh no, I bought more shares. I did not mean to do that, guys. I just screwed up. I bought instead of sold. Wow. I was up $11 and I bought more shares. I need to sell. I'm so used to shorting now. Man, that's a bummer. If this thing washes out, that's frustrating. $645, $650. Ugh, super frustrating. I was not trying to buy more shares. I was trying to sell and take my $10, $11 profit. That's a bummer, man. Ugh, that is so frustrating, man. Oh, man, I gotta pay attention. I was up over $10, $11 with 50 shares or with 30 shares. I accidentally hit the buy button instead of the sell button. Bought another 30 shares, and now I'm down $15 on that trade. Super frustrating. That was just an error on my end, and so it's going to happen, but definitely frustrating. Super frustrating. KOOL. Yeah, KOOL had a really big spike. That's frustrating, man. It would have been a $11 gain, and I accidentally bought shares when I should have sold my shares. I'm so used to going short that one kind of screwed me over. Yeah, it's gonna happen, man. Like, no worries. Like, my trade idea was correct. That's what I'm happy with for the most part, is that my trade idea was correct. I'm watching it now. If it gets rejected at 6, watching it for potential short under the low of the day. Big drop on COOL. CMCM is showing some serious weakness here. Watching CLSN here for a possible washout long if it can get over this 315 level. SID, small gap, trying to push. KOPN, trying here. SMIT, ABB, ING. Yeah, my trade idea was correct. I can't be too upset about it. But still frustrating. CCXI. Yeah, CCXI doesn't look too bad. Watching APHB here. Just made a washout long setup. Maybe too late. It's going to get rejected at 150 possibly. We'll see what it does here. Keep an eye on CMCM. See if it drops under that 1250 level. Big push on APHB, broke over 150. Up to 165 on APHB, big drop, or big push. CLSN looks like it's dropping as well, just dropped under 3. Watching under this 295 point. APHB's been running big. FTFT's trying to stay over 6. We'll see if it can. Still watching CMCM to see if it breaks under 1250. Watching FTFT for a break under that 580 low. Look at KOOL coming all the way back down. CCXI. APHB having a little 1 minute pullback set up here. It's a big pullback though. We'll see what it does. CCXI up to 890. Yeah, CCXI is pushing up nicely. Alright, so APHB dropped down under 150. We'll see if it bounces back here. CLSN just froze right here. I guess the volume just came down too much. FTFT back over 6. CNET. Look at CNET here. I'm going to get in with 30 shares. Got up to the 380s. Back down to 360s. We'll see if it gets a pullback here. I want it to stay over 350, obviously. It's at 374. Back up to 370. Man, look at CCXI, guys. I think FTFT may be done. Hopefully it drops under the low of the day eventually, but it looks like it may be done here. But CCXI, guys, CLSN's not doing anything. But look at CCXI here, up to 930. Drop down to 356. Gonna bail out of CNET if it can't hold over 350. Here's a pullback on CNET. We'll see if it follows through here, breaks the high of the day, and goes for 4. It had good news, up to 375. All right, so CNET, trying to give it a little bit of time for a pullback here. I don't like that drop. Oh, there's FTFT's drop under the low of the day. I missed it. Man, that's the play I wanted. $352, $350, down to $345. I'm going to go ahead and bail out here unless it pops. There's the pop, but we'll see what it does here. 348. Man, that's the short I wanted on FTFT. Just missed it. Barely missed it. Down to 530. That was my short. Now it's almost filled the entire gap. A little bit too late. be chasing it if I jumped in now. LABD. Go ahead and set a stop for 346 here. If it drops under that, I'll bounce out of it. Back up to the 370s on CNET. We'll see if it keeps up here. 374. Nice. We'll see if it follows through. Looks like it wants to, but doesn't look that promising. We'll see here. Still holding CNET. Small position. AMCN. Small gapper, or very small gapper, running a little bit. AEG. ARWR, running up a little bit. I'm bummed out I missed FT shorts. Today was the day of user errors here. Alright, so 377 on CNET. Up to 383. Nice. Let's see if we can get over. Look at ARWR, guys. Big drop down to the 360s. Yeah, I don't trust this one very much at all anymore. After it failed that push on CNET. I'll probably end up bailing it out soon. Yeah. Don't trust it. $5 loss. Frustrating. Man. Frustrated with my FT trade. CPAH. Man, that was a big push. CAF. CAF, it's a little bit more expensive of a stock, but it's running. LABD. Man, yeah, LABD doesn't have a huge range, but it's trying here, man. It's pushing. Yeah, CAF's pushing up nicely. GBR. Man, look at GBR. Pushed up huge and then was halted. Just frustrated. I wrote FT up 20 or 25 cents and then hit the buy button instead of the sell button. I got to get used to, I'm used to shorting, so buying is covering with shorts, but oh well. KOOL. Had that big jump and then washed out. We'll see. The stock F is pushing up here, trying to test 13. Not a big range for an expensive stock at all, though. TRVG has been flagging a little bit all morning. CMCM's kind of having a little bit of a washout long here. Trying. Just broke over that 1350 resistance it had. Alright, so I'm keeping an eye on CMCM here. We'll see what it does. Up to 1363. ARWR making a push for 5. Okay, so ARWR is tradable on TradeNet. ARWR got over 5 now. Worried it's going to get rejected here. I want CMCM to get over that 1370 level. Alright, so CMCM did. Alright, so I'm in CMCM with 30 shares here. Look for the 14 break. You gotta remember to sell this time instead of buy. Up to 1390. 1393. We'll see if it tests 14. That's what I'm looking for, the break of 14. 1395. Big drop. See if it bounces here, holds support where that previous resistance was. Drop down under it. Down to 1380. Probably will bail out here, depending on what it does. I really wanted to get over 14. At 1388 now on CMCM. Up to 1396. Back down to 1384. Up to 14 now. It's trying. $13.95. There goes, broke 14. Nice. Up to 14.18. 14.19. 14.20. Alright, so I bailed out for about a $9 loss. So that recoups a lot of my losses on the day. I'm only down $6 on TradeNet. Took about an $8 or $9 gain on that one, so I'll take it. CNET's washing out some, looks like. Too bad I can't short it. Looks like an okay short. INSY has been washing out all morning. Its low is right here at 1086. And INSY is tradable. EMLC trying to run. GBR washed out big after that big run. A little sketchy. MARK. Look at MARK here, guys. MARK reversed all the way up to 1172 now. MARK. Looks like I got out of CMCM at the right time. Got out right before that big drop. But look at MARK here, guys. It's at 1170. Also JMEI here. Trying to push back up, break that 350 high of the day where that resistance was at 350. MARK got almost to 1180. CCCR. CCCR is trying here too. Had a volume spike a few minutes ago. Alright, so JMEI is at 350 now. Trying to break over it. LABD. I know somebody brought this one up earlier. LABD. LABD breaking over the high of the day at 427 now. Watching INSY to see if we can get under this 1086 level for a possible short, although it may be a little overextended on the downside. It's already had a big drop though. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, it already filled that entire gap down. But it's been up the last few days, and so it may still have some room to continue heading down. TRTC. Yeah, it's OTC. I can't trade it, JT. But yeah, it's getting dumped here. NGD slowly grinding up here. Watching INSY closely. Testing the low of the day again on INSY. Down to 1090 on INSY, keeping a close eye on it. FTFT is trying to make a comeback here. Up to 623 on FTFT. Up to 630 on FTFT. UVSY. That one's not coming up. USVY maybe? No. MTU. MTU kind of waking up here some. Yuma. No. Alright, so there goes FTFT here, guys. It's up to 640. High of the day during market hours is at 657. But yeah, FTFT's trying to make a comeback here. Had a really nice volume spike. We'll see if it follows through. BXY. Okay, hold on, let me check. Yeah, it's finding some resistance at 895, and this looks like an ETF. I'm guessing it's an ETF. It sounds like an ETF. Yeah, it's either an ETF or an ETN. But still, I mean, if it breaks, we'll see what it does there. Not a big range, though, since it is an ETF or an ETN. Also watching MARK here to see if it can break that 1190 pre-market and after-hours high. Oh, sorry, guys. SMFG. Trying. Alright, so MARK's back up to 1170. That 1190 area is interesting to me. FTFT dropping some more. Big drop down under 6. LINU made a little run this morning. It's over $2 now. So far, I wouldn't really say it's a bad day trading. I was up over $10 on FTFT, and unfortunately, I hit the buy button instead of sell button, and so I would have been up $18 on TradeNet with these two trades, down about $5 on U stock, and so it would have been a green day if I wouldn't have made that dumb mistake of hitting the buy button instead of the sell button on FTFT earlier. But my trade idea was correct, and so that's okay. It'll happen. I'll make user mistakes, but still frustrating regardless. RIGL. You know, Rob, I can't say it's guaranteed, but I mean, I didn't even have to take the training course or anything like that. Once I got my account, once I heard from my account manager, I just told him that I knew how to day trade already and asked him to send me the live account, and he sent it to me. And so I'm pretty sure, but I don't want to say for certain just because, you know, I don't know. I don't want to be liable for anything, but I'm pretty confident in it. Alright, look, FSAC looks like a IPO here. Maybe not. It's tradable unless TradeNet updated it, even though it's an IPO. No, it's not an IPO. It just has 0 volume. CEI, a little cheap penny stock, just broke the high of the day if you like these cheap ones. Watching HTGM here for a possible gap down fill of this gap. If it breaks under that low of the day right here, I'm interested in it. Right here at about 242. MARK looks to be holding some support nicely at 1150. Right when I say that, it makes a big drop. So we'll see what happens here. LINU trying to come back up, test that previous high of the day. Really low volume. But if it can get over this 213 level, it may run some. MYZS. Yeah, this one doesn't have that much volume in it for me to be that interested, but we'll see. CEI still running up, they say. No, it's down. TGB been on a slow grind up. AUPH. AUPH broke the high of the day. Not that much volume though. JT, it could be a few different things, man. It could be pro traders buying a huge position. Position. It could be pro traders buying big shares, you know, making it push up. It could be a pump. Could be a news catalyst. You know, who knows? You know, anytime a stock's going up, it's from people buying it. You know, and vice versa. Anytime a stock's dropping, it's from people selling or shorting it. So. CSTM waking up some. SIFY trying to get up there, break that 220 high of the day. Yeah, XNET's had a lot of movement these last few months, really. XNET's been on a big run these last few months. It'll go all the way up to the 30s, drop all the way back down to under 10, and then all the way back up. You can see, let's look at the daily. Yeah, you can see the daily goes up to 12, drops down to 8, goes up to 14, drops down to 11, goes up to 27, drops all the way down to 11 again, and now it's back up to 825. So it's been a crazy few months for this one. It started in December. Just trying to break that high of the day now, though, or that previous high at least. Up to 841. XNET looks like it's going to break the high of the day. To be honest, I just don't trust XNET. It's screwed me over too many times. TROV, a little cheap stock trying to run here. Volume increased, so decent volume. Yeah, I'm still watching HTGM for that short under the low of the day at about 240. So JT, this is TradeNet right here. And this is Thinkorswim. I use Thinkorswim for charting and use TradeNet to execute my trades. And I also have Ustock up here. And so kind of mixing a few things up. I like Thinkorswim's charting, and so I like to use their charting even if I'm using this. So I just kind of minimize my TradeNet window and put my charts next to it. Watching MARK here for a possible short under 1150. You can see here it got up here, broke over it, and now that previous resistance at 1150 is turning into support. That's usually a good sign that it's bullish, but if it keeps trying and fails, I'm interested to see what it does if it drops under that 1150 level. No, JT, no pattern day trading rule on it. Man, guys, look at BURG here. I missed this one. BURG. Big jump here. Went from 1127 all the way to 327 all the way to 370. So that's an interesting push here. A lot of up wicks. So it's most likely going to pull back soon. We'll see if it comes down to this 350 level and then pushes back up. For some reason my Thinkorswim doesn't want to load. Very strange. Everything else is moving fine, but my Thinkorswim windows don't want to load right now. There it goes. LINU did break that 213 point and I missed it. Man, that's one I was watching for too. I don't think it'll hold, but I missed my good entries. I've been missing my good ones today. Yeah, look at that jump on LINU. Market's kind of starting to slow down a little bit. Yuma, YUMA, having a little push here. Not that much volume though. There's the mark drop that I was looking for. I missed it. Man, I guess it's a good thing I didn't get in. It just pushed up, but watching for a possible short here on MARK. Don't really want to get faked out here. YUMA is pushing up again. Broke the high of the day. FEYE. Pushing up some. SREV. Tried to get in MARK again. Limit price didn't get hit. Down to possible 11 if it can get in. There goes LINU here up to 229. Up to 230, LINU making a push. Got up to its high at 232, down to 228 now. I would jump in Mark. I'm worried about it getting some support at this previous low at about 1127. There's no minimum balance, JT. You buy a intro package. It's kind of like a prop firm is the best way I can describe it. You pay. I bought the intro package. It was $500, and with that, I get $14,000 in buying power with a $700 max loss. Yeah, that's what I was worried about with MARK. I'm glad I didn't jump in that one. HMNY is dropping here. Yeah, I'm watching LINU here. We'll see what it does. Not too confident in it, to be honest, but we'll see. In LNK. NLNK is getting a big volume spike, pushing up to 927. VLRS. VLRS is trying here. AUPH. WPCS tried to make a push, not that much volume. Let's see. SAND. Been slowly grinding up towards that previous high at 534. MARK back down to 1137. Yeah, Rob, I like TradeNet so far. Even though, I mean, I've taken some losses on it, but most of those were my fault. It had nothing to do with TradeNet. One moment, guys. But yeah, I like it so far. Man, no fill. Tried to get in MARK there. I don't know what this big drop was. It just immediately dropped down to 1117. Somebody's buying some big shares with it. The level 2 is still at 1125, which is weird to me. It's 0.006 cents per trade. There it goes. At least it's back up to the level 2. That was weird. So if I buy like 100 shares or anything less than 100 shares, it is 150 in and 150 out. So $3 for a round trip. So pretty cheap commissions. Cheaper than almost every other broker I've used. NLNK up to 948. Big push. In and out, it is $3 per trade. If you use less than 100 shares. If you use 1,000 shares, I calculated it out. It's about $6 for a round trip. So in and out. But if you're using 100 or less, it is $3. So it's 0.006 cents per share. But there's a 150 minimum, so it has to be a 150 per trade minimum. So a $3 round trip minimum if you use 100 shares or less. And if you use 1,000, I still think it's pretty cheap. It's at $6 per round trip, so $6 in and out. It's for a package, JT. You get like a day trading course, you get a free paper trading software, and you get access to Mir Barak's chat room for a month. Okay, Red, I don't know what you're talking about, man, but I don't know how any of that's relevant. It's most likely spam by Red. So I see it again. I'm gonna ban you, Red. No spam, man. PES. NLNK. NLNK is up to 972. I called this one out when it was at 920. Didn't continue watching it. Kind of bummed out I didn't follow this thing through, because man, this thing just went on a big run all the way up to 978 at its high of day now. So crazy move by NLNK. And it's tradable. But yeah, look at NLNK, guys, running up huge. NEPT. NEPT got up to 3. I don't think this one's tradable. It may be. Let me check. But yeah, some stocks aren't tradable on TradeNet. That's the thing. Oh, my bad, Red. My bad, bro. I see what you mean. You're talking about what GLGI is about. Okay, my bad, bro. I thought you were spamming us. Sorry, bro. Here, let's check out GLGI. Yeah, it's OTC. I can't trade it, but my bad, man. I thought you were spamming the chat with save the environment stuff. So my bad, bro. But yeah, I can't trade this one. It's OTC. IBIO having a little push here. Very cheap stock. Alright, so we got a few decent runners. The biggest mover right now is NLNK. GGB broke the high of the day during market hours. We'll see what it does here. We'll also see if NLNK flags right here and pushes over to break that 978 level. Alright, so NLNK is up to 967. That high of the day is at 970 or 978. Yeah, the spread on MARK is too much for me right now. It's just too big of a spread. And LNK is at 965 now. CHRS is at the high of the day, right around it at least. Not the most volume. So we'll see NLNK is up to 972. Here goes CHRS up to 1227 at its high now. It's a 5-cent spread stock. I don't really like those 5-cent spread stocks. I just don't like how they move. Usually not that much volume. So yeah, you can see the volume's low on it. ERIC. Breaking out. CCCR at the high of the day now at 177. Getting a little volume spike here. Unfortunately, this one's not tradable on TradeNet, but I can trade it on Ustock. But we'll see. It looks a little extended. KONE, guys, look at KONE. Up to 564, getting a nice volume spike on KONE. It's at 561 now. Broke over 5, got to 560. Big spread on it so far, but it's running up really big, down to 533. So be very careful with this one. Up to 542, 553, down to 531. So crazy mover on KONE, but it got a nice little volume spike. Volume's kind of coming down some unless I see it start to come up in the next few seconds. But looks like the volume's coming down. I'd be careful with it. VKTX. BBVA at the high of the day. LCA trying here. RETO, AUPH. Alright, so CCCR is up to 181 now. And KONE is up to 573, up to 581 at its highs. Pushing up really nicely on KONE. The spread got a little bit better with it as well. CCCR up to 183 now. We'll see if it gets up to 2 today. KONE is up to 599. It's going to try 6, it looks like. So a crazy move on KONE. Up $1.50 in the last 10-15 minutes. CCCR up to 183. But look at that move on KONE. So CCCR got up to 185. I'm definitely not trading KONE. It's a little bit too scary. Moving a little bit too random and crazy for me. A lot of big up wicks and down wicks, so it's faking people out a lot, so I'm not going to mess with it probably. Watching FTFT for a possible break under the low of the day sometime soon. It's at 550 now. We'll see if it breaks under there. LBIX. LBIX here, guys, is pushing up. LBIX is at 199 now. GGB still slowly grinding up. That higher pre-market's at 420. LBIX up to 203. Getting a nice volume spike. Down to 195, so I don't like that. Big drop on KONE. Look at that drop. Sketchy drop. Be careful, guys. Hey, what's up, Motorbike? What's up, man? Yeah, I'm trading a TradeNet funded account, as well as Ustock. LBIX dropped down to 190. We'll see if it holds support here, where that previous support was. Maybe, Rob. I possibly. I have the Comcast guy coming here at from 11 to at 11, so it depends on how long he stays there. Like I said earlier, I'm actually running my modem. My modem is sitting out at the direct line outside of my house, so my cable modem is connected to the outside of my house, and I went and bought a really long RG6 coax cable yesterday, like a 25 footer, and so I'm actually running my internet modem through my window, from outside through my window back inside, and then I'm running an Ethernet cord through my kitchen into my desktop computer, so it's fast enough. But yeah, he's coming at 11, so it depends on how quickly he finishes. If he finishes early and everything works out good, then yeah, I can do a power hour stream today. It all depends though on what time he leaves. Appreciate it, Ryan. Thanks, bro. Welcome, man. Yeah, I do this every weekday morning, guys. I know I haven't in the last few days. I've been having internet problems. But every weekday morning, I start at 8:45 market time, and I go over what's moving in pre-market and then day trade at the open, as well as I usually day trade until about 10:45, maybe 11 market time. So every weekday morning. VKTX. VKTX got up to 519. We'll see if it can push back over it. Yeah, I'm just waiting for a good setup. A few setups that I'm waiting for if you guys want to see them. I'm waiting for this one to drop under the low of the day here at 1086. Same kind of thing with HTGM. Waiting for it to drop under this 242 level and fill some of this gap right here in between 245 and 230. Probably jump in with 100 shares, try to make $15 if it does in fact fill that gap. So that's another play I'm looking for. Same thing with FT. Waiting to see if it drops under this previous support it had at 525 at the low of the day. TRVG is getting a little volume spike here. LBX is trying. NGD. GGB. CCCR. EMEX. EMEX isn't showing up on my computer. Are you sure that's correct, Juan? Oh, EMES. There you go. Yeah, I mean, this one's kind of forming a little channel here. We'll see what it does. Need some more volume. Not really moving that much. And but its range of the day is only about 20 cents. A 20-cent range. So a very small range. So it's tough to kind of make money when the range is that small. AHPI hitting the high of the day here. AST trying there, but not really. I'm still waiting for INSY to see if it drops under this 1086 low of the day. It's already down a significant amount, so we'll see. But that's the play I'm waiting for right now. And like I said, HTGM. It's got this gap right here. Try to get in and let it fill some of that gap. Maybe get in with 100 shares, make 15 or 20 bucks from it if it does fill the gap. UAN. Up to 383. INSY is at 1115. You know, I thought about shorting it right here because this previous support was there, and so you can see that previous support turned into resistance, which is always kind of what you want to see with technical analysis. MARK, man, I was waiting for that short. I'm gonna look for it under the low of the day here at 1087 now on MARK. Today wasn't a bad day. It would have been profitable. If you were here earlier in the stream, I got in FTFT. It was a nice trade. I wrote it up for this big push all the way up to about its high of the day right here at 648. I was up about $11 or $12, and then I accidentally hit buy instead of sell. I'm used to shorting, and so I accidentally hit buy instead of sell. Bought another shares, and it then washed out, so I lost $10 on that trade. So it would have been a $10 or $11 gain, and that along with my other trade, I can't remember what my other trade was on. I made another $9, and then I took a $4 or $5 loss on U stock, and so I would have been up about 15, maybe a little bit less than that after commission. So, but frustrating to say the least. All right, so INSY is down to 1102. At least it was. It's at 1107 now. IBIO, if you like these little cheap stocks. KO&E's trying to make a run back up here. IBIO has been kind of going back and forth, a little choppy, but trying to break the high of the day now at about 20 cents, or about at a 19.5 cents. Just broke the high of the day on IBIO. Yeah, I was watching CNET this morning. This is actually the one that I lost $4 on. I wrote it up for this push thinking it would test 4, and then it got rejected. So this is the one I lost $4 on U stock on. All right, so INSY is down to 1102. FEM. GGB has been slowly grinding up all morning. That high of pre-market is at 420. And so we'll see if it has the momentum when it breaks. It looks like a high float stock, like it has a big float on it, just because you can see how, like, the big float stocks will be choppy like this. You'll see a lot of white candles. And so we'll see if when it does break, if it breaks, if it has the momentum to keep going. I'm a little skeptical of it. No, Ratish, I can't trade OTCs. TradeNet doesn't allow it, Robinhood doesn't allow it, and Ustock doesn't allow it, and so none of my brokers let me trade OTC. CLNT's trying to come back here. NLNK, after that big run, is testing that 950s level. SRCI. Yeah, no, not that much volume, but it's been grinding up nicely all day. CCCR, guys, breaking that high of the day. Got up to 187 now. That key level is right here at 187, because that's where, if you look at the daily, you can see it has some room if it can break over that, but it might be a pretty strong resistance point, so we'll watch it, but a little skeptical of that one as well. DSX. DSX needs some more volume. TTMI, a little bit cheaper of a, or a little bit more expensive of a stock. HPI had this volume spike that I missed. PKE, CLNT, tried. Alright, so HTGM finally broke down under 247. It was sitting there for a while. It's just under it now. Watching for that low of the day break. ZX just broke the high of the day at 143, came all the way back down, so a little sketchy. Yeah, if HTGM breaks under that low of the day, it should get a significant volume jump, so we'll see what happens. SCON. NLNK is running up too. SCON, guys. Really early, but it's got a nice volume spike on SCON. We'll see if it follows through here. And U-Stock has it labeled limited liquidity. Too many times when this happens, it ends up washing out and filling this push. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to remain skeptical of it. Alright guys, so still watching SCON, but I don't like the pullback already. If it pulls back already, it may be weakness here. It had a volume spike. Got to be careful with it. ARRY. Trying to move up here. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so HTGM's dropping significantly like I wanted it to. Down to 242. I'm going to start considering getting in this one. It dropped under it for a split second. We'll see if it keeps going. It needs to get under that 240 level. It's back up to 244. WATT washing out here. Dropped under the low of the day. This would have been a nice trade. Still waiting on INSY to do the same here. Watching for a possible short on WATT as well. Still waiting for it. HTGM got pretty low, but it never quite got as low as I wanted to jump in with it. BPTH. XNET, you said? Yeah, XNET's been running all morning. I don't trust it as much, though. It's one of those stocks that I just don't really trust that much. Watching WATT here to see if it gets rejected, drops under this 280.82 level. At this 2180 level, sorry. And there's a big jump on HTGM. That low of the day is holding as support. WATT trying to make it back over 22. Try to wait for WATT here to see if it drops under 2180. WATT's at 2190 now. It broke over 22 for a split second, and then it dropped back down under it. So it's holding over it. We'll see what it does here. BDSI. And LNK is pushing back up, testing that high of the day at 978. Yep, just saw that one, Dean. Yeah, WATT's back up to 2210. HTGM's not really doing what I want it to either. See, I'm just patiently waiting for my setups. If I don't see them, I'm not going to jump in anything. And LNK's dropping too much. WATT went back up to 2210. LINU's interesting, under 214. Let's see if it can hold support where that previous resistance was. MRDN looks kind of interesting. It needs some more volume, but it's at 110 now. LINU's at 214. All right, so LINU's testing that previous resistance level at 214. It's back up to 215. Watching INSY here and WATT. But yeah, guys, I'm probably going to go ahead and close the stream down now. It is past 11 a.m. market time. I have the internet guy coming out here in less than an hour. So I'll try to do the power hour stream today, depending on how early the guy finishes with my internet. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, click the like button right now. We appreciate the support. If you appreciate this live content, it does help support us, guys. So we appreciate it if you do that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see me go over what's moving in the market and day trade my small account live every single morning. It's 100% free. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to watch it. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later. I'm still watching WATT here to see if it breaks under the low of the day. If it does, I might jump in it. I'll try to record it and then upload a video on it if I do decide to get into that trade. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Hopefully, I'll be able to do a power hour stream. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later.